In this video, we are going to show you the top 5 best racing wheels 2024 on the market. I am trying to list those based on price, quality, and more. Subscribe now, hit that bell, and never miss a product's review. Number 5. NBCP Racing Wheel. Perfect for beginners. THHR Pro Sport is a solid choice if you would like to get into racing video games. Although the functions of the wheel and pedals are far from being high-end, it is still a sturdy, well-made product that will be suitable for beginners. The firmware of the wheel is supported by almost any game that was ever released on PS4/PS3, Xbox One/360, and PC. The only real drawback of this is the fact that the device is not supplied with a user manual. Thus, if the game you want to play doesn't support the model from the get-go, you will have to search for the setup solutions online. On the bright side, if you happen to be a proud member of PC Master Race, you can use the software provided on the company's website to allocate all the buttons manually, which is quite straightforward and easy to use. We were pleasantly surprised to find out that this wheel features a feedback function, since that is not common for entry-level products. Although the accuracy of the feedback is not top-notch, it is still a nice touch to an already great budget product. To wrap things up, the THHR Pro Sport is one of the most accessible ways to start racing like a professional gamer today, be it an arcade game or a true Formula 1 driving simulator. With this wheel, you simply can't go wrong. Number 4. Thrustmaster T80 Racing Wheel. Pro quality for an entry-level wheel. The Thrustmaster T80 offers an unprecedented level of accuracy of all the turns you may take on the racing track. It also boasts 100% compatibility with all games that were ever released on the PS3 and PS4 consoles. On top of that, the device requires no initial setup, since its firmware will be detected by the console automatically. Just plug it into the USB port and you are ready to go. Unlike some of the newer models, the T80 has only 4 wheel sensitivity presets. That said, it is still more than enough for the majority of games. Alternatively, you can adjust the sensitivity of the controller in the game settings, which in combination with the manual presets makes the wheel as versatile as the most modern products. As for the other features, this racing steering wheel has a directional pad, gear paddles, and all the buttons that a regular PS controller has. Nevertheless, there are some things that make this model stand out. The base of the wheel has a special bungee cord that helps in centralizing the wheel when you need to change the steering direction. This intuitive control mechanism offers additional resistance and makes it possible to turn the wheel up to 240 degrees before locking. In conclusion, we would like to point out that, despite the lack of the feedback function, the T80 racing wheel is a good entry-level controller for those interested in the racing genre. Number 3. Hori Racing Wheel. A true apex of racing. Although the Apex Racing set from Hori may not look like something special at first glance, we wouldn't recommend putting too much stock towards that first impression. Like the majority of premium racing wheels, this model can be easily attached to any flat surface using special lightweight clamps or suction cups that firmly fix the whole steering system in place. As for the materials, the wheel is made of high-quality plastics that are usually used for high-end game controllers. On top of that, the wheel itself has a rubberized, textured padding so your hands won't slip at the last turn before the finish line. The pedal pad, on the other hand, doesn't have any means of installation, so you will have to place it against the wall or screw it to the special stand that you can purchase separately. The sensitivity of both gas and brake pedals can be adjusted accordingly to your liking or playstyle. What is more, the lightweight pedal board features a footrest, so you can conveniently place your feet on it between the races. All things considered, the Hori Racing Wheel is perhaps one of the best racing wheel options for both PS3/PS4 and PC on the market today, thanks to the exceedingly high quality of the product along with a surprisingly low price of the device. Number 2. THHR USMR Racing Wheel. For everyone who enjoys racing games, the wheel is officially supported by PS4 and PS3, which includes access to the social functions, switching from game UI to the system, browsing the console menus, and a lot more. All buttons are located close to the center of the wheel so you won't have a problem reaching them. The angle of the rotation can be easily adjusted with just a few pushes of the buttons from 270 degrees to 1080 degrees, so you could turn the wheel up to 3 times before it locks. On top of that, the high-precision optical reading is able to detect even the slightest turns of the wheel for extremely accurate driving. With G29, you will beat your opponents with ease, no matter how good they are. As for the pedals of the device, they are quite large and feature inclining pedals that can be easily adjusted. One of the unusual features that this model has is the progressive resistance of the brake pedal. The way it works is quite interesting. A special string provides enough resistance to make the pedal feel like a real one. The unrivaled feedback system will let you feel every bump of the road or loss of steering even at the low feedback settings. Precise, fast, elegant, these are the words that describe T150 the best. In case you are looking for a reliable wheel at a budget-friendly price, look no further. This model from Thrustmaster is one of the best racing wheels out there today. Number 1. Logitech Racing Wheel. A choice of professionals. The wheel features a state-of-the-art feedback system that simulates a real driving experience. On top of that, the system has 2 motors that let you immerse into the gameplay. The spiral gearing is the icing on the cake of the feedback system. Once you try it, you will never go back to the subpar gamepads or keyboards that make your fingers hurt after just half an hour of gameplay. That being said, the lightweight wheel can also come in handy in other game genres, even the driving simulators, since it has a D-pad as well as the regular console controller buttons. For the additional convenience, the wheel features paddle shifters for changing gears as well as LED indicator lights that will notify you when it is time to shift the gear or when to hit the brake. As for the pedal board, this model features 2 standard pedals, gas and brake, plus a clutch pedal between them. All 3 of them can be adjusted, positioned, and set the way you like thanks to the wide base for the pedals. The wheel firmware is compatible with PlayStation 3 and 4 as well as PC, Win July 8, 10. Optionally, the Xbox One compatible version is available as well if you happen to be a fan of Microsoft products. A true choice of the professional racing gamers, the Logitech G29 Force Feedback Wheel is an elegant way to show the world that you mean business when you sit behind the wheel of the car.